Go to
You're live.
my YouTube page to make sure I can see it.
I'm going to try and load it on my phone if it'll let me.
There it is.
There it is.
Already. We a tiny bit late. We don't call the people time. I'm here. Well, thank you, Noelle. Noelle's going to moderate for us. So we don't have
cool.
to do so much.
Hey everybody, Connie Cat Mama. I'm watching on my phone because I can't see you yet in StreamYard. Terry, Carla, Hoppy, Wendy, Happy's mom, Kathy. Hey everybody.
Oh my God, it's going so fast.
Hello, Ontario, Canada.
Hi, JJ.
Hi, Alice, my neighbor in Illinois. Indiana. Oh, Linda, another Illinois. New Jersey.
You're going to watch both.
Aloha. I'm going to assume you're in Hawaii. We're waiting on everything to feed over in the StreamYard. We're on StreamYard because, again, the delay.
You've been hovering.
You can see the delay on the phone.
We got to have a powwow before we started, so that's why.
Yeah, we're late because we were going over some of the questions.
Thank you, Coriel.
Oh, another Illinois, Oregon. Got 190 in live chat so far.
Mm-hmm.
We got up to 1,070 last Sunday night.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I had one of our viewers texted me a photo when it jumped up to 1,070. That was insane. So thank you all for doing that.
And remember, next week we're going to be on Jen's channel, so make sure that you go over there. Okay.
I know it gets confusing bouncing back and forth, but it's fun. So it's party tarot. Remember the drinking game, the devil and the Queen of Swords. You have to do a shot.
I'll get the water.
Here I'll be doing shots with.
Okay, so we're going to start with Rudy Giuliani.
I have to interrupt. If you haven't seen Johnny's video he did, maybe an hour ago on Rudy Giuliani, it's awesome. But I had an additional question, so tell the backstory and then.
So Rudy Giuliani is talking to some people, and I am one of these people that believe that Donald Trump and his cronies are about to throw Rudy under the bus because he's a really good scapegoat right now. And so they asked him that. They were probably watching my video. Thank you very much. And so they asked him that, and he said, well, if Trump and his aides do try that, he has insurance. Now, he said he was joking.
Yeah, don't you love how they talk in code in public that we all understand? It's like, knock off me because I know.
What is code?
I know what you did last summer.
Insurance is just code for.
Is that what you call it now? Insurance.
Yeah.
I hope they all have insurance on Trump.
Oh, and so does the IRS. They have insurance too. So he said he was joking, and of course he's not, because he does have some info on Donald Trump. So now we're going to look and see, is he going to spill the beans? Is he going to talk? Is he going to sing? Is he going to tell on Donald Trump?
Is he going to flip? Is he going to try to lower his sentence because they're investigating him now? Is he going to turn? RN Swan, thank you for your help with questions today. That's my go-to for help with questions. Oh, he's working on it. He's working hard. He's working out all the details of a plea deal.
The lovers on the bottom.
Yeah.
So is he going to tell my first card is the Two of Swords? So he has the potential. Thank you, Laurette. And the Tower next to the Two of Swords. So if things go south, then this may change. So the next card is probably, King of Cups. There's your support. So he's got these two cards after the Two of Swords. So either things stay supportive or things don't stay supportive with the Tower. And if they stay supportive, then he'll sit on his hands. But King of Swords, there's Donald Trump. Second row we got is the Star. The Star is that hope and that healing, center of attention. There's the Three of Swords right after that. So isn't that nice? And then you have the Four of Wands. So target at the White House. And Eight of Swords. So someone is trapped and bound. So he has it. Is he going to turn? He's probably waiting. But I think eventually he will, because at some point Rudy's back is going to be against the wall.
And nobody's name came up in the testifying last week as much as Rudy Giuliani's. His name came up over and over and over. So I've got right now, he's staying quiet. He's holding his secrets. His challenge is, he's being investigated. At the root of this, the lovers, and in the past, Trump, the fool. Right now, crowning the reading, he's feeling stabbed in the back already because Trump's already making him out as the scapegoat. Near future, first shot, guys. Time for the first shot. Those who are doing shots, there she is. He's got the cord on him. He will be cooperating. Look at that, temperance, cooperating, moving forward, and talking about all the treachery and treason. So, yeah, I think he will. I think he will cooperate with the courts.
Yeah, he's going to have to at some point.
So let's see, when are the courts going to indict Rudy? Let's see if we can get a sort of timeline, like in weeks. We can feel in weeks. How many weeks till they indict him? Hey, Ona.
Becky Mayerson, I think I said that right. There's a tarot deck called a tarot deck called Bad Bitches. Okay, I'm gonna have to look.
Tipsy Tarot, Miss Swan is saying. Tipsy Tarot, yeah. When is Giuliani getting indicted, and will they raid his New York apartment too? How many people have had their homes raided?
I love the Manafort one where in the Roger Stone one where they just feel as though they've been violated. Like you're a criminal. This is where they're coming to get the information. So just move over and let me get it. Rudy Giuliani, when are you going to be indicted? Now, I said Donald Trump was going to have a very bad holiday season. I did say that.
He's at a crossroads in 2 weeks. Investigators charging in 3. He's hanging on in 4 weeks. Let's see. I got the quid pro quo card in 6 weeks. I'm going to say 6 weeks. And I'm not sure it'll be formal indictments or pulling him in and saying, we're going to indict you unless you cooperate, because then he's working on all the details.
That sounds right. I get 4 to 6. Because I put out, what I do is I put out 10 cards and I take the first one and the last one. And the first one is 6, the last one is 4. So we're talking 4 to 6 weeks. Sounds right to me.
Oh, and look, he's going to be out in the cold from his old friend. Guess who that is?
And mind you, that 4 to 6 weeks, I get the lovers and the 4 of cups too. So it's, yeah. It's got a
offer. Well, all right. So Trump goes to Walter Reed Hospital at midnight and starts phase 1 of his annual physical that he doesn't normally start till February. like we all start our physicals at midnight, right? And then he tweeted today that he went to see someone who was having surgery. It's like at midnight.
Him?
Trump, is he using it as cover up to soften the blow of the impeachment? Feel sorry for me. I'm the victim here. Is he using it as an out to get out of the presidency of, oh, I'm in bad health, I've got to resign? You look at that. I'm going to do a health spread and see what comes up if he's truly ill.
What was behind it?
What was behind it? What's the motivation?
Because I missed this little piece of news, but I ain't looked at the news all day. And then I seen now 3 readers have now done health things on Donald Trump, and I'm like, what the hell?
Hey.
Now let me say this, because I said this on Patreon. I can say it on Patreon because I don't have to be, I don't have the risk of being demonetized over there.
Uh-huh.
But I'm going to take a chance and say it over here too. I don't think he's going to live past 5 years. And so if he does get reelected, he will die in office. Now, that's just me saying that because that came to me, and they could have been talking about me, but I think it's him. I don't think he's going to live very long. But we'll see.
Hey, House, I finally made it through your 4-hour live stream last Saturday. It was good, but I had to watch in 30-minute increments.
Now, YouTube censors your comment if you put a curse word in there. And so it's going too fast to where I can't actually approve your comment because it's already gone by now. So if you put the whole curse word in there, it won't put it in the chat. Because I've seen it twice now.
Yep, this health reading just got really interesting and took a turn. Can I go first?
You go ahead.
When I do health readings, wands are skeletal system usually, cups are organs, swords are central nervous system and brain, and pinnacles have to do with the blood system. So I'm getting on the bottom here. He was in a fight. Okay, so he's arguing with somebody in the White House, right? He was drinking. Trump, who always says he doesn't drink, he was drinking because he was anxious. He took a little too much of the cup. It's really interesting here because it's not really showing the health part of this. His health in general was strong. Okay, so he had no need to go to the hospital right away. And then, you know, here's that cup coming from a puff of smoke, you know, something he shouldn't take into his body is what I'm feeling. Like he took something in, probably snorting a little Adderall, had to go to the hospital because he got too much of something into his blood system. It was affecting his heart by that point because he got too much of something in. And then he had to flip around why he was there, you know, to try to stay on higher ground. He couldn't tell what was truly going on. He feels stuck by the justice system, and he's just being irrational now, as he always is, but nothing different there. But it's interesting. His health in general, I'm getting is strong, other than he's drinking from anxiety and he's imbibing in a substance that his body does not want.
Hi, John. So let's see. Why did you do this? So we have 3 of Swords. So 3 of Swords and the 5 of Wands seem to go hand in hand to me right now. He's fighting with somebody, and
Betrayal.
And it's not going well. Now, mind you, most presidents get their stress on their body from their job, as in they have to sort of be the most powerful person on earth, blah, 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 blah. He's getting it from, his back's against the wall, and he's now scratching and clawing at people. And anyway, 9 of Pentacles. So this is about money at its core. That's what it's about.
As it always is with him.
And 5 of Wands is what I get as well. So here is the argument and the disagreements. He is talking to somebody about his finances, the money he has earned his whole life, and so that is now coming home to roost. And blah blah blah. You get the picture. So now we have 6 of Wands. So this is the center of attention. You're supposed to protect me. The King of Swords. There's Donald Trump right above the fighting. So kills the breeze. Then we have the 9 of Cups. There's overindulgence for me. So now we have something that's he swallowed or ingested, because the 9 of Cups usually
it came from a cloud. It was inhaled.
Yeah. Something
in my card. It came from a cloud. It was inhaled into the lung.
Indulged in. Now, mind you, this deck I'm using, this guy's a pilot. Every single card.
He needs oxygen.
He's in the clouds, every single card. Is Ganga in here?
Oh, hey, Ganga.
Queen of Pentacles is in his sphere. Now, there is some financial
Wait. Queen of Pentacles, she keeps coming up. We got to figure out who she is. Is that Nancy?
That's somebody who is holding something that he needs or wants.
Holding material things.
Yes. It's either, because it's in his sphere right now. So this is a person that he either can't get something out of, or that person has something, but they may have a quid pro quo of their own. And so panic attack. He either have a panic attack or he's having
his heart raced.
An episode. I won't call it a heart attack.
His heart raced, because this is my lung card that I had, coming from smoke. He snorted something.
Mm-hmm. And then that's the Queen of Swords. So here she is again.
Queen of Swords, time for a shot.
And 6 of Swords.
Drunken Tarot. Wait, what card?
Now, mind you, the Queen of Swords is in his sphere. So this is somebody he wants something from, or somebody that is probably carrying something to the situation that he does not want them to. So they're probably coming at him with some sort of information or some sort of document or some sort of subpoena or some sort of news. They got something tangible that he can hold that he does not like, because his hopes is for transition, for the 6 of Swords. And then the 2 of Swords, he had an argument with somebody. He's having an episode, but it's stress. It's stress related because of his money. Now, this was not an annual checkup. This was not a TB test. This was, he had a heart.
This wasn't phase 1 of his physical.
Now, there is, when I pulled 3 supporting cards and one of them just flew away, I get 7 of Swords, a strategy. So now they're going to have to clean this up. The Chariots and 5 of Pentacles. And Pentacles are my peel cards. So there's a peel in here. And there's some bad news in here, and then there's some fighting in here. So we got all of that. Now it's going to be cover-up time.
So Rudy Giuliani saying that he's got dirt on Trump. When did he say that? Was that Friday? And then all of a sudden last night, Trump's going to the hospital?
I think, yeah, it was last week or, last week.
Yeah.
Thank you, Selfish.
All right. Liz Cheney, Cheney's daughter, our former VP under Bush. Liz Cheney goes way back with Barr. She's now number 3 in the Republican Party. He had back channels to oil and energy businesses all over the world, had connections to Barr. Liz Cheney, what's up with her? Is she involved in any of this? She's in the House now. She's a representative from Wyoming.
We could have put you on, Gonga, but I didn't know where you were. You were out there in the world somewhere.
He's over in Georgia. Last video I saw, making her way north, getting colder everywhere she stops.
Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Because we can put, I've seen somebody have up to 6 people.
Yeah. Well, you're up to 728 viewers so far.
Good Lord.
So, Liz Cheney, what do you know? What's your involvement? Well, I got Trump right on the bottom. The fool.
With money. 3 of Pentacle money, too.
Yeah, he keeps wanting to get the oil in like Syria and everywhere. Ooh, she knows something. I got betrayal for her right up. Boom. Her challenge is to get to calmer waters. At the root of this, she supported Trump in his dealings overseas especially, and now people are starting to look into it. She's getting stabbed in the back here in the near future. She's got secrets that are going to come out, the tower, and it's all over Trump. Yeah, America's going to feel the loss. There's something she has done. Yeah, she's got some strong connections. Oops, I can't figure out which way to hold it. She's got strong connections to Putin.
Mm.
And one of my yes cards with that, strong connections to Putin. So, and the oligarchs there.
Huh. Thank you, Sylvia. So I start with the magician. So she's got some tricks up her sleeve, but I don't think that they just come because she's connected to Dick Cheney. I think that she knows something specifically because there's messages, and this has something to do with money or deeds or something like that. I feel deeds. I don't know why deeds came to my head, but it does. But there's the money, because this is why I guess I don't get this as money, because there's the money with the 6 of Pentacle, which can be a conglomerate paying out money to something else. So she knows something about deeds or about real estate or about money or about something of some sort. Maybe she knows why he's selling his properties, or maybe she knows the reason. Anyway, there is a 7 of Wands, so we have some defending, but this is that higher ground, because across from that I get the 3 of Wands. So she knows something about money. She knows something about his money. The 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords, there is a struggle to balance. There is also a struggle to keep this under wraps because, mind you, you're in particular, I guess, hold over the Trump Association can be blown out of the water if all of this is made public. Because then you have the disagreements around the hardship with the 5 of Pentacles. So I think she knows something about money. She knows something about land.
She either knows something about Trump's money, or she knows something about the money that they got in the RNC through Maria Butina and the.
Because on the bottom, I get my money laundered.
NRA, yeah, the money that was laundered through the NRA and went to the RNC.
Mm-hmm.
So, mighty Maxine Waters, she's been trying to get all the bank info from Deutsche Bank and everybody. We haven't checked in with her lately. Let's do a quickie spread, maybe not a whole spread on Maxine. What's she up to? Is she getting what she needs? Getting to calmer waters. That tells me she's getting something.
I had 6 cards fall out, and I'm gonna do these 6 here. Oh, well.
You gonna pull some more now?
Well, I never. So I get the King of Cups. There's something supportive here. There also could be a man there that is in charge of something that the Fool crosses it. And so I don't think that was an accident. Because then you have the Hermit and Justice as well. And then the 2 of Cups and the, what the hell is that? 8 of Pentacles. So there's something to do with work and money and collaborations, and something to do with maybe legal documents or something she can take to court to, or legal documents that leads to other answers. So I think she is getting what she wants, or she will eventually. It just may be a slow process. You know, cups are not necessarily the fastest, but
yeah.
But
I'm getting she's supporting Nancy Pelosi here, so supporting her. There's still some things hidden though, but she's charging forward with her investigation. She is waiting on more moneyed information, so I feel like she's got some of it, but some of it is still hidden. Some of the treachery. I think she will get it too, because I've got the Chariot as a clarifier, so I think she will move forward with it. So Jennifer Williams is testifying this week, and Trump's already tweeting. She's the assistant, one of the assistants to Mike Pence. He's already tweeting that she's a never Trumper. Already dissing Mike Pence's assistant as a never Trumper. What's she going to tell us this week in her testifying?
so somebody that works for Pence,
Jennifer Williams.
Donald Trump, is now tweeting that this person is a never Trumper. They work for Mike Pence. I wonder if he's going to say that Mike Pence someday too.
You are a never Trumper. You just wanted my job.
We'll look into him too.
And then he brings Nikki Haley in, who we'll read for later.
Jennifer Williams. Like, how does this affect you? How does this affect you?
Ooh, she's charging in. She's got something new to tell.
Define never Trumper. This was a person apparently from the beginning that never liked him.
Me, I'm a never Trumper.
Now this is the way they define is Lindsey Graham, for instance, used to be a never Trumper. This is a person before he was president that says, I'm never supporting him. He's a crackpot. He's a horrible person, da, 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 da. But when he got president, then their tone changed. But
I am getting major arcana and big cards on her.
Oh, Lord.
This is going to be an important testimony, I think. She's charging in with a plan. She's got a plan.
Verify this. This isn't going to spell well. But I wonder, will she be public with it, though? Well, let me show you what I got for her.
Yeah, that's not going to go well. They're with us that are watching.
So I got the Empress, right? So there's something new, but there's something new emotionally. I don't get like the Ace of Cups where it's like a new person or something. This is a new emotional something. So she didn't take too kindly to that. But he was kind of telling the truth. Because I think she's transitioning with some information that might be helping somebody else elsewhere. So she may be one of these people behind the scenes, because here's the Knight of Cups, which is crossing that Empress. So something emotional, but something she is delivering. that will be felt on an emotional level. The Five of Pentacles and the Moon as well. So there's something hidden. She got a hidden strategy. I clarified the Moon, and then I get the Page of Swords. So she's an inside man, and she's got some bad news for somebody.
So
yeah.
I've got that she is a circle of support, and at the root of this, I think it's Mike Pence. She's a support for Mike Pence. So I think you're right. She may be a never Trumper. She was a Mike Pence person. Her challenge is to cooperate. So she's trying to find a way to cooperate while protecting Mike, is what I'm getting, while protecting Pence, because this has come up over and over again. She wants to put an end to the cycle in regards to Pence, is what I'm getting. Things are going to change big. Now, you guys notice all the, Judgment, Temperance, the World, Wheel of Fortune, and I've got the Lovers here. That's cooperating. That's, that are showing an agreement. Things changing. And then two aces, Ace of Swords, Truth, and Ace of Pentacles, something tangible. So she's going to speak the truth about something tangible in regards to Trump.
Hi, Tallulah. Mind you, when you get a bunch of major arcana, it's the major arcana like the tit poles of your life. Like they hold up, they're the big moments of everything.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, there's some big stuff coming. And then the aces on top of that, there's beginnings. So this is getting worse. It's about to go back to the doctor.
Whenever Trump tweets that somebody is a never Trumper, I always pipe in and reply and say, proud to be a never Trumper. I get blocked from Twitter. I get put in Twitter timeout for 3 days at a time because I tweet back to Trump all the time with something nasty. Telling him treasonous, stupid, laziest president we've ever had, blah, 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 blah. Okay, Bolton. He's waiting on the court to decide if he's going to testify. Is he going to testify? He wants protection somehow. It's like by the court saying, yeah, you can testify. And he wouldn't let Mick Mulvaney in on his lawsuit. It was kind of funny. That was funny. It's like, go get your own lawsuit. I got mine going.
But I said Mick Mulvaney would turn on him eventually. He's going to try again.
They want class action lawsuit to get permission to testify. He does.
Scaramucci just called Trump's actions disgusting on TV, and so it made the headlines.
Yeah, why didn't he say that when he briefly served as
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just thought of another question. So Bolton, is he going to testify? I'm just going to do, cooperating right on the bottom.
Mm. I got death on the bottom.
Ooh, secrets, shedding a light on them.
I got Queen of Swords again.
I got Ace of Swords. He's going to tell the truth from a place of authority. And then he's going to walk away, never to be heard from again until he writes a book. His testimony will be strong, too.
You know, when we did I think we did a live stream on Patreon about, what's the name, Rick Bolton, what's the name? John Bolton.
John Bolton.
I said that, no, I think we did it here on the, anyway, that he couldn't wait to tell somebody everything he knew. And so now I start with the messages, with the Page of Wands.
And the subpoenas.
And Queen of Cups comes after that, so we have some support. So I don't know if he's going to get immunity, but this card would be a very good one for that. The Eight of Pentacles. So this is something he did day to day, something he has, I guess, inside information on with the Three of Pentacles. So he's got inside information on the day-to-day goings on. You're recovering from your foot surgery. Good. I'm very happy. I'm glad you went to do it, actually. So then we have the Hermit and the Queen of Swords. So he is telling some answers to the law.
So shot time, Queen of Swords.
I will skip ahead to the final card because that goes hand in hand with cooperating with the law. I get my Nancy Pelosi card here, but he's not necessarily talking to her. But this is something she could use because here's the 9 of Cups. So this is going to kickstart something better for her. At the very least, she's going to go on TV and say, well, I think it was very clear what we just heard. That doesn't mean he's getting removed from office, but she's going to get something that she really, really wants because there's a 3 of Cups that I always get. I don't know who those 3 people are, but they are in every one of his readings. So, yeah, he's going to sing.
Okay, speaking of singing, Sean Spicer just got voted off Dancing with the Stars. Now, I boycotted while he was on because I was like, why are you bringing him on there? You know it's controversial. I have seen the pictures of him in the lime green shirt, shaking his shoulders and all that crap. Finally got voted off. What's next for Sean Spicer? Is it a tell-all book? Worst dancer ever. Like he should have been voted off first or second on the show from what I heard from comments. He was awful.
They keep saying all these right-wing people, I guess, give these shows ratings like the Meghan McCain's, that they're good for the ratings and all. I just don't believe that. Because you go down into the comments and it's get this person off the TV, get this person off of TV. And it's like, okay. But
I figured he had Russia voting for him. Okay. So then that kept him on the show.
It wasn't his skills, that's for sure.
Oh, what's next for him? Knock, knock, little investigation. What do you know? My Mueller card, Let's go back to the Mueller report. One more time with you, Sean. Do you want to change that comment?
See, that's exactly what I get, though. I get the hangman in the middle. So somebody's binding him. Now, I don't get my people, so I don't get like the King of Wands, King, Queen of Swords, or nothing like that. But he gets the hangman. He is caught in something. And then I get 5 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles. So it's investments and hardship. So the time he spent in the White House, for whatever reason, is coming back to haunt him because my magician card is what I call my ultimate liar. I don't actually attribute that to the devil because the devil is something else. But my magician is the ultimate liar, and then there's the betrayal. So, yeah.
And there's the ultimate liar right smack in the middle of mine. There's John, ultimate liar.
Yeah.
So I've got his challenges to move forward. He can't move forward because, in the past, his dealings with the White House and overseas and crowning the reading his gifts of money and tangible stuff that he knows. So near future, get your shot glasses ready. We got a big change coming. We got a big incoming. It has to do with security. So I'm going to say national security. There he is, yours, and Trump, his best buddy, his ties to the devil Trump. He knows something about the national security, and make that shot a double. He's going to court. He's going to be testifying or something. All right, 2 shots, guys.
Rhonda, I love that deck too. I like anything shiny, so if it's got some shiny stuff on it, I like it.
We are into Drunken Tarot. I'm keeping track of how many times the devil and the Queen of Swords come up. All right. So Barr, last week, I can't remember what night it was. I want to say it was Thursday night, might have been earlier, had a shouting match in the Oval Office with Trump or whoever was in the Oval Office. Reporters were outside filming through the windows, and you could see Barr in there. But you couldn't hear anything because he was in the Oval Office, and they were outside in the bushes like Sean Spicer, right?
I love that moment.
So what was Barr yelling at in the Oval Office that was caught on camera?
Where's my hamburger? Did you eat my hamburger?
Why'd you eat my burger? That was my burger.
Both of them got
Yours is the one that had extra cheese on it.
What was that about? Cover-ups, I think.
Red-faced yelling, literally yelling and gesturing.
So protection with the 7 of Wands. So there is some standing guard. And then the 6 of Pentacles is what crosses it. So standing guard against information about finances or about time spent somewhere. 5 of Swords, trying to get away with something. And then you have the 9 of Swords right along with that. So picture it. Sicily, 1922. William Barr, Donald Trump in the office arguing with each other about Donald Trump constantly needing Barr to cover his ass. And so my final cards is Death and my ultimate liar magician. So something has got to change. You got to stop committing crimes, or I'm going to stop covering up for you in the public. But I can't cry for you, Argentina, because you know what you got yourself into when he hired you. So I think it's all about covering up for Trump. And maybe there was an issue going on with that.
I think you're right, because on the bottom I got the sword of truth and power. So he's trying to power play Trump, but it was probably the only time William Barr has ever been honest in his life. Okay, he was actually honest because he got emotional. He was trying to get Trump to see things from a different perspective regarding his communication and his tweets. Like, quit tweeting that crap. This is how people are going to see it. And little smug Trump, saying, I'm just defending myself. And they got into a big old brawl.
Yes.
The only time William Barr ever spoke the truth. All right. Gordon Sondland, the ambassador to the European Union. He's testifying this week. He's the one that changed his testimony about a week ago, I think it was, or a week and a half ago, because now all these people are corroborating stuff that, oh yeah, I remember now. He did want quid pro quo. He did want to hold up the funds to the Ukraine. I had amnesia, but so-and-so refreshed my memory.
Yeah.
What's Gordon Sondland's future looking like?
That's right, too. You cannot brawl with people who keep your secrets. That's why
Hey, Lula, you need to stay right here.
Don't piss off people who cook your food, and don't make people mad when they got your secrets.
If you guys haven't seen Tallulah and Johnny's live stream together yesterday and want a break from politics, they did a great video on celebrities and stuff. It was cool. Fun. Very, very funny. I have now subscribed. After you shouted her out last week, I subscribed to her this week. Gordon Sondland.
Story time with Sondland.
Here's my bedtime story, and every time I tell my story, it has a different ending.
That was the King James version.
I don't stick to the script. I'm going to change the story every time. Ooh. He's going to lie. He's going to be that stupid. He's going to lie about something.
Mm-hmm. Lord.
Oh, my God. He's going to lie.
I can't. Knight of Swords is my first card. So here we already start with the chaos. At the top and the bottom, we got something about a collaborative effort and the Hangman. So he's kind of stuck in the middle. He doesn't know which way to go. Go the truthful way. That way you don't go to jail. Okay? But he's, again, don't know which way to go. 2 of Swords and Donald Trump.
Look at holding the 2 of Swords up like that. It looks like he's trying to make a cross to block a vampire. Protect me from the vampire. He's sucking all my blood out.
Oh, Lord. And you have a blindfold.
I can't look. It's too bright. I can't look at night. I can't look at his face.
Arm on his eyes and the blindfold on his waist. He doesn't know which way he's going. He doesn't know.
And the dog looking at him like,
Yeah, what the hell is he doing?
Yeah, dogs tilt their heads like, what's that about? What you doing there, Gordon? Well, I've got he's gonna lie like a dog, as Trump likes to say. His challenge is not to be the loser in all this, because he's about to spill the he's spilling his cup, spilt milk. His challenge is to not spill all the milk. And it's because at the root of this, he worked together with people on dark money and withholding money from Ukraine. Here he was in the recent past running back to the House. Oh, I need to fix my testimony. The messenger, I need to change my testimony. I suddenly remembered something. Crowning the reading, putting an end to this because of his lies. Somebody's going to talk to him about somebody else's testimony and give him a new perspective so that he can then go and defend himself again and change his testimony again. So, yeah, he's going to be talking more to change his testimony after he testifies. You watch. Somebody is going to shine a light on something he says that's a lie and say, well, we haven't corroborated that it's actually this way. And he's going to be, oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
A little detail.
Minor detail. Watch for it, guys.
Where was that? Teresa, I don't have a P.O. box. I didn't go get one.
All right. Friday, while Maria Yovanovitch was testifying, Adam Schiff held up and read to her Trump's tweets in real time while they were going on, while she was testifying, while Roger Stone had just gotten convicted for all seven of his offenses, one of which was witness tampering. So Trump is tweeting all these nasty things about Maria Yovanovitch, and Schiff asks her, what does that feel like? And she's like, intimidating. And so I want to know, are they going to include in the articles of impeachment witness tampering, trying to intimidate our witnesses?
I know, Teresa. I am a homebody. I don't leave the house until I go check the mail. So it's trying to go places. I don't do that. No.
972 in your chat room.
I'll do it eventually.
972 watching, almost over 1,000. Are they going to get Trump on witness tampering? I think he might have another anxiety attack. He'll have phase 2 of his physical the end of this week.
We need to look at that too. Is he going to have another episode?
I think he is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, and here's why. They've got a new perspective on something, because he's tweeting in real time on Friday, messing with the witnesses, just like he did also with Kent and Taylor the other day. He was tweeting in real time, changes Trump's fortune, because it's treachery. It's treacherous. It's witness tampering. It's intimidation. So yeah, I've got going to have legal issues over it, and satisfied. They're going to have legal issues over it, and it's come up over and over and over again. Witness tampering. They're going to get him on witness tampering, intimidation. I think
somebody was wishing for. There is the 9 of Cups is my outcome card. Somebody has been hoping for this day.
Because they knew he'd do it.
And 6 of Cups. This is a pattern. So this is something indicative of things that he's done before. So they were. I said this a long time ago. Nancy Pelosi has been waiting for him to make a mistake.
Yeah, somebody had to sit there behind Adam Schiff, one of his little aides, prepared, watching Trump's tweets, knowing it was going to happen. They knew it would happen.
Yes. And there it was. And he had to read it out, because he didn't have to do that.
Yeah.
He didn't have to read that.
He got it on record, though. He got it on record that he was witness tampering right there live. So watch for it. He's probably going to do it over and over again. So shall we see if Trump's going to have another little phase two, another little episode this week? I'll do a 3-card pull on that.
Lord, my Ace of Pentacles fell out.
The liar. Having a tower moment again. I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. And the fool. And the fool. Yep, he's going to have another little episode. He'd be back at the hospital.
Oh, Lord.
Round 2. All right. You know I can't let Wilbur Ross go. and that I know that's a bad visual, but I get hung up on Wilbur Ross. He, little bitty man, he was headed up, the Bank of Cyprus, has all the ties to Russian money laundering. Is he laundering money for Trump? Is he hiding and laundering money for Trump? Is he managing any of Trump's money? Is that why Trump lets him sit around in all his meetings falling asleep and doesn't smack the crap out of him?
Yay, we hit 1,000.
Over 1,000, yeah.
Wilbur's still alive? Barely, but yes.
Shuffling around.
Trump had a panic attack.
He might not be around much longer. Oh, that was bad. Sorry, guys.
Oh, Lord, did I get the judgment card? Jesus.
That's a transition card. You going to the other side.
Judgment and the 8 of Cups. Lord. Yeah. So he has info. I don't know what kind, though.
It's hidden.
Yes. 8 of Cups. He's not really going anywhere with it. It's known to those who need to know it. There's the world. I do get truth and judgment. So it's something from the past that has come up again for whatever reason. All that is crossed by strength. So this was supposed to be sort of his trump card, if you will. He knows something. And
he's in the center of it.
Yeah.
Look at the star. He's in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
Involving, you got the world there, so involving world relations.
Mm-hmm.
He could spill the milk. He could spill it. But right now he protects. Card of communication. So he has handled electronic information, maybe. Emails or electronic shifting. I'm not getting any money cards, but I think he's got, it happens very quickly from time to time. It's been going on a long time, something Wilbur's done for a long time. It is betrayal.
Let's see. I'll pull 5 more.
It has to do with financial security. For when Trump leaves. He's money laundering. He's money laundering for him. He's hiding money.
Got the world again, messages of money. There's your messages, there's your money, but I got the Fool right after that. And the 9 of Cups too. The Hangman and the World. So he knows it. I don't think it's over here. It's probably somewhere where all his money is overseas money. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's tolerated because he has to be. Who named their child Wilbur?
Female pigs name their little offspring Wilbur the pig. All right. The ultimate question.
Will Pence pardon Trump?
Will Pence pardon Trump?
Who knows?
Ooh. Smug little guy. He thinks he will.
Pence will be dyeing his hair white. It's not his natural color. He tries to be Anderson Cooper. That's what that is. That's a spirit animal, as they say. Well, that's interesting. You got to clarify the clarifier. I'm going with, I don't know. I get the star in the middle. So there's your hope, right? But there's the center of attention. To the left and the right of the center of attention is children. So there is something nostalgia, but this can also be childish behavior because this is also a behavioral card with this sword. So I think, because here's a 2 of swords and 2 of wands. So these are both patience and waiting cards and indecisions and all that kind of stuff. All that is crossed by justice. This was my clarifier. And then I clarified with the Empress, which didn't clarify anything. So what I'm getting right now is it's hindering on his current behavior. So it might be that if he continues with this bash Pence thing, then no, he won't. But if he gets Republican pressure, then he will consider it. But I don't get a yes and a no, so I have no idea.
So I'm getting on the bottom here, he's been one of the emissaries for Trump. So here he is, the liar trying to stand in power. But his challenge is to offer up the loving cup. So offering a pardon, his challenge, like he can't do it. He will have some support for that. But it's because he supported Trump in his dark dealings, especially with Ukraine, what Trump is getting impeached over, and all these new beginnings with the impeachment hearings. He's caught up in the moneyed news here in the future. He's tied to the oligarchs and the money. He's going to be put in defense mode himself. And, he's an inside man who was an emissary. So he cooperated on the big money with Ukraine. I don't think he's going to be president, or it won't be for long enough to pardon Trump.
That's probably why I get a no. It's something to do with the past. That was my 6 of cups. And then that page of swords, there's some delayed news or some disappointing news. So I don't think so. I'm gonna just go say no. How about that? I'll give you an answer. I'll say no.
So just a few cards. Will Trump pardon Roger Stone? Then I got another question on Stone. Oh, I got the liar card right up, and an inside man card right on the bottom. It'd be Stone. I don't think he will.
No.
I think he stabs him in the back because the sword of truth is on Trump, and we're all celebrating because Trump's Stone's sentencing hearing isn't until February. Yeah, there's Trump will be gone. We'll be on to somebody new by then. So he won't get a pardon. So
walk away, abandonment Democrats and confusion. I don't think so.
So Roger Stone, Mueller had them raid also his New York apartment when he raided his home down in Florida. Is New York going to put indictments against Stone also, like they did Manafort? He got state charges coming. They got all his personal stuff out of his place in New York.
Well, piggybacking off of that pardon question, if he gets state charges, then he can't pardon him.
True.
So maybe maybe that answered it. So let's see.
Stone and Manafort are going to die in prison, I feel like. I don't think they'll get out.
And then Roger Stone wants to act like he's so frail and people got to help him to the car. And it's like,
Thanks. Ganga's saying he would be gone by then too, by the time a chance to pardon would come up.
He's going to have a bad holiday season. I've seen that. Yeah, it's not going to go well. Especially if he got to cut back on his salt and sugar intake.
I got the plan on the bottom. The plan's already off the ground. They're already investigating him in New York.
Yep.
Yeah, all his dirty tricks. He's not going to like what New York offers him. Knock, subpoena. Or knock, indictment. It's ties to the Republicans and Trump, because he's worked with the Republican Party since Nixon, his tattoo. Celebrations, fortunes changing. Yep, they've got documents, I feel, to support what indictments in New York.
I get 6 of wands in the middle, so there's already the victory. That person who's at the center of it all, crossed by the 2 of swords. For some reason, okay, so I don't get the 2 of swords. Base meaning is indecision, but I feel very legal, sort of law is blind, sort of justice is blind type of thing from that. And so we get the magician at the bottom. There is the liar. This is him technically. King of Pentacle. There is news about money that they found, and then there's his heartbreak with the 3 of swords. So yeah, state charges for you, buddy.
Yeah, 2 of swords for me. Sometimes I get it for like divorce or separation. I also get it for can't see where you're going. Because they have the blindfold on. You can't see where you're going, so you can't make a rational decision because you can't see.
Mm-hmm.
So all these federal judges that are getting appointed right now, the Bar Association is not even supporting over 50% of them, probably 60% of them. So when Trump is gone, will some of them get removed from the bench? I mean, they got some real whack jobs out there. Heartbreak and betrayal right on the bottom.
Queen's Tarot, nobody can kick you out of my chat with me, so no, you don't have to go nowhere. Tired or not, you have to watch.
I got it in 3 simple cards. Trump's appointments coming to an end. Immature judges not ready for their positions. They're not the King of Swords. They're little bitty pages. They weren't ready for the positions. Yes, they can be removed. Adam Schiff had one removed in Virginia or Washington, D.C. Not too long ago.
They are going to retreat. I get Knight of Coins. There's a person he hired, and his best friend. There's the devil, and
devil shot time.
And there's the retreating with the 7 wands.
Retreating or retiring. I'm going to retire.
Become a lobbyist. It's probably where they're from in the first place.
Yep. Some of them, they were asking them questions. Some of them have never taken, what is it they call it when you...
The bar exam?
No, when you go and ask a witness for a deposition, some of them have never taken a deposition. They have never tried a case. They have never heard a case. As a judge, it's like, how can you appoint someone to one seat below the Supreme Court in a federal court who has never even tried a case?
Bush did that with those people that came from Liberty University. There was 150 of them in his administration that was appointed from Liberty University as lawyers, mind you. It's like, okay, you go somewhere, you read the Bible, now you're a lawyer. That's how it works. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to put my 10 commandments up on my wall and challenge you to get it taken down. So where's Pompeo? Where's Pompeo? What's he up to? I loved your reading on oh no, it wasn't yours. It was House of Lenormand. You guys were reading on where's Kushner having plastic surgery, and I was sitting there laughing, thinking, yeah, he's trying to change his appearance so that he can hide when he goes overseas.
Yeah, that's what she found. Botox. She said he's getting Botox right now. Oh, Lord. Pompeo.
Pompeo, where is he? You have to get out your Lenormand card sometime tonight.
We've been having a fight with them lately. Did he ever come back from the Vatican? Did he go to the Vatican?
I thought he went, but I
Okay, he's elsewhere. I don't know what he's doing. I get the Three of Wands, so he's like he's overseas somewhere. The Sun and the King of Wands. He's hanging out with the fire sign man. This is something that is not necessarily business, but they do know each other because of business. I get the Six of Cups. Yeah, there's somebody he's known before. And the Page of Cups. So somebody he's known a long time and that he has an emotional attachment to. Page of Pentacles. So it has something to do with money. Like I said, it's not necessarily business, but they know each other because of business. I don't think he's in the U.S. I don't know where he is technically, but
he's talking to somebody that has money. So, whether it's a Russian oligarch now, maybe he's back in Austria talking to what's his name that's hiding out there, or under house arrest there. But he's working to protect Trump. He's trying to defend Trump. Because that's his contract. That's his work that he's doing for Trump. And I'm actually getting that he's being a little bit successful there and hanging on. But he's talking to somebody. He's waiting right now. I feel like he might separate himself from Trump shortly. He's waiting right now on some information about money for him. But he's getting emotional, so he might actually separate himself from Trump shortly.
Yes, there are bunnies on that card. It's the Bix bunny. Like Bix,
Super cute.
Tricks are for kids. It's the Bix bunny. Good night, Tallulah.
Night, Tallulah. Let's see if we can get a timeline on when is the New York AG coming down on Trump? Is she going to indict a sitting president? She got enough information. She's still waiting on the taxes, because they appealed it to the Supreme Court, which we read last week. It looks like she'll get, but
Rochelle, the House of Lenormand had a live stream where I asked where's Jared, or somebody asked where's Jared, and she said Jared Kushner is getting Botox.
She first said cosmetic surgery, and the first thought through my head was he wants to flee the country and change the appearance of his face, so he's like altering the look of his face when she said that. 1082, thank you, Dreamweaver, keeping us posted on how many are in the room.
He needs a sandwich. I seen them pictures of him on that boat. He was so frail. I'm like, Lord have mercy. So Ivanka was bigger than him. That was sad.
So he has to get the dresses altered before he can wear them. When New York AG coming down on Trump, I feel like when she gets the tangible money info, that's what she's waiting on. She's gonna get it fast. She's getting it soon.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the spring. Like she's going to have to build the case and all that good stuff. And I think in the spring, because mind you, if he's out of office by March-ish, which he probably, who knows? But if he's out of office by sort of March-ish, then he can be tried because he's a private citizen now. And he can't escape the statute of limitations on his other crimes, but his state crimes can be in the spring.
I'm looking in weeks. She's got something wrapped up in about 15, 16 weeks. Because she's getting a lot of cooperation. So
yeah, that makes sense. 16 weeks is 4 months, and I got the 4.
I'm not seeing Ace of Swords or Justice card or anything, though. So let's try to lay it on out. Oh, here we go. Yeah, indictment. Probably about 6 months. About 6 months to indictment. So that means she won't be indicting a sitting president.
The sexual harassment case is heating up for Jim Jordan. I bet it is. Jim GYM Jordan.
Yeah, did that get settled out of court? We were meeting on that last week. I think that one's going to settle out of court.
Something to make it go away.
Mm-hmm. Because they're investigating it. Yeah, I think he's going to get away with it because he's got somebody supporting him in the Republican Party. So like the Republicans supporting him, cooperating, helping him with a payoff.
Yeah, that's what I get to. I get 9 of Pentacles. There's the money, 7 of Swords, and 5 of Swords. So winning at all costs and sneaky.
Yeah, and he hangs on.
Well, that's all.
All right. Tell the David Pakman story.
So David Pakman, for those who don't know, he was a YouTuber originally. He has a podcast or show kind of like the Young Turks or something like that, to where he covers politics and the news and what's going on. So he's monetized on Facebook because you can stream on Facebook too. He's monetized on Facebook, monetized on YouTube. And he has a Patreon, which nobody touched that one, but he has a Patreon. So things like that, if you want to go support him. He's got like 100 and something thousand subscribers, I think, or something like that. So this is their prime season. Elections are coming up and all the testimonies and all this. This is their prime season. So right now he was streaming the CPAC feed and the feed from the hearings. He was not streaming the feed to his channel from any company. He was streaming it straight from Congress. But CNN got in touch with YouTube and put a copyright strike on his video, saying that he was using their content. He was not streaming from CNN. He was streaming from Congress or from the hearing.
From C-SPAN, yeah.
Yes. And so CNN got his video demonetized. And so Facebook said that his content was not suitable for audiences or something like that. So they not only blocked his video, but they demonetized it as well. So he couldn't get any money from it, period. And so when he appealed to YouTube and said, this, I did not use anybody's content, this is original content, so forth, so forth, they removed the copyright strike, but he still didn't get any money from it. So they basically destroyed his stream and destroyed his video.
They took it down at a time where it was in peak, where he would have gotten the most views for it, because he had like over 1 million people watching it. Yes. Over 1 million people. So that's a lot of funding he could have gotten at a time where YouTube is not funding political things. Now, you, however, every time I tune into your videos now, what do I get? Amsterdam, the cannabis capital of the world, blah, 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 that 4-minute commercial. I'm like, okay, you're going to allow this crap, but I can't mention, EPSTEIN's name without getting a strike.
And mind you, I did a video on marijuana and it got demonetized. They can show an ad for marijuana on my video.
For investing in it.
Tell me how that's okay.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that. So Pakman kicked off Facebook. Is he going to get restitution? I doubt it. I don't feel that, but are they targeting the smaller political guys?
Because mind you, let me say this too. They have the right to, but it's still not right to do. Because free speech only protects you from the government censoring you. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, they can censor you all day long because this is their platform. Now, they try not to because they know the reason they have a platform is because of content creators. Yes. They don't really have that many original shows that they can send out. They're not Netflix.
Twitter can allow Trump to tweet out lie after lie after lie. But as soon as I call him the idiot president, I get kicked off Twitter for 3 days. Can we please put Trump in Twitter timeout?
One time at least.
Just once.
So I get Knight of Cups. This is one of those explanations that's, it's very hard to cover up the smell of bullshit. So when you smell it, you know what it is. But this is what the Knight of Cups is. It's a bunch of lip service, because what's crossing that is the Ten of Swords. And so they're going to say this was one of those instances where this and this happened and this happened in the terms of service. And nobody reads the terms of service because it's 19 pages full of legal jargon. We don't understand that type of stuff. And so then you get the moon at the bottom, which is that sort of mystery, and it's unknown and it's not really clear. I'm sure he read it because he's serious about what he do. Queen of Pentacles at the top, so this is affecting his money, but the fortunes turned when something became a partnership. So the moment, this is like 2 years ago, which is probably like 2 of Pentacles too, or 2 of Cups, that YouTube decided that it was going to pay more attention to our content, everybody's. Because I was in the gaming community before here, and what they were doing is saying that if you had an excessive amount of expletives, if you cursed too much in your video, then you got demonetized. You can say 3 F-bombs and maybe an S-bomb here and there, but don't do it every other word or we're going to demonetize you because the advertisers don't like it. Meanwhile, you can go and be Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Stephen Colbert and say whatever you want, but they're the giant channels, therefore they get the monetization. Mm-hmm. It's the little people that get the boot on the neck. Until you start making real money for YouTube, you're going to have to go through this. And so your fortunes are always going to hinder on their partnerships. Always. Until you become a YouTuber that has 6 million subscribers and up above. Actually, I think it's 130,000 because then you're a member and you can be you can have memberships with your audience. So y'all can sign up for a membership for our tarot channels. It's the same thing as subscribing, but it gets that person more money, gets that person more ad money because the ads go to those channels first. But his fear is the hangman, that he will constantly be roped up. His environment is the Empress. This is new. This has happened before, but this is a new kind of attack, which means there is an attack going on. He just wants to work, have his money not affected, his day-to-day life with the Eight of Pentacles, and then the secrets with the High Priestess at the end. So yes, he is being targeted, but you all are if you produce content and you're not a giant channel.
Yeah, and what's interesting too, like they'll demonetize you, but they still play the videos, the ads on your channel. And what that enables is that the advertisers don't have to pay any money. Mm-hmm. So what I got is they're trying to keep a lid on emotions, they're trying to keep a lid on things, and trying to keep things secret here because, people like David Pakman cause people to think and have a different outlook on things. They're being paid to do this in the community, so they're squelching our money while they're being paid to squelch everything. And they're victorious at this right now. So I don't really get that there's a plan going forward, but it has to do with where the study money comes from and the advertiser. So the big bucks, who's paying for the money. And a lot of the ads are false media, fake media. It's crazy.
As long as they can get that ad money, they're going to continue.
So let's look at Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. Is he in bed with the Republicans now? Is he just completely one-sided partisanship?
Oh, I seen I did a reading on Jank running. He's running for, what's her name, Katie Hill, who got taken out in California. He's running for her seat. I do see him winning if he runs. He filed papers anyway, so if he runs, I think he will win. Facebook is Russia book, though.
And Zuckerberg, because Zuckerberg with his cold black eyes, he's got like just eyes that are just cold.
He does look like a lizard, though. He has this very, like an alien type.
He looks like an alien.
Like he's not from here.
Yeah, quid pro quo, we'll pay you to do this.
Yeah.
And exclude the others. Yeah, and he's working hard at it.
I get the pool at the top, and there seems to be a sort of a target of those unknowingly, which is what I kind of get when I get the fool, because there is that sort of stab in the heart with the Three of Swords. The day-to-day operations of Facebook are treacherous. They are gross. They do stab people in the back on purpose because of him in the middle. This is the center of attention. There's your Zuckerberg. He is, I don't think he's a plant because I don't think he started that way. I think House of Lenormand, when she did it, she said basically what I'm going to say now is money corrupts. And so when he got attached to the big people and the big money, then he became a Russian, basically.
Yeah, because he's trying to help Trump get to higher ground and working out all the details in Facebook. I asked in my head, was he pressured to do this? Is he being blackmailed or threatened or something? And I got new action and dirty tricks. So I think part of it is he's pressured to do it. So there's an inside man. And probably overseas, so that I feel like he's getting pressured. Well, Russia too, someone in the world. So I think part of it is he's pressured to push the Republican Party agenda.
Mm-hmm. Because there was Bill Maher had the new rule, what he was doing. Mm-hmm. He said on Facebook, you cannot say that Papa John's cuts up puppies and uses the blood for the sauce. But you can say Papa John cuts up puppies, uses the bloods as the sauce on orders from Bernie Sanders. So you can say political lies, you just can't say lies. Or you can't say something they disagree with, or something that they may have a potential and losing a sponsor.
Yeah. Well, YouTube is making us update everything because they caught crap back in February. So we all knew it was coming about the pedophiles on a lot of the videos that had children in it. So now they're trying to protect children on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing they got to do is stop parents from posting videos of their kids, like hello, what if, who cares if my content is unsuitable for a child? You need to stop, if you've got a problem with pedophiles on YouTube, be helping the FBI track them down to get them off. Because they had a lot of improper comments on any video that had a child. So there's a law apparently out now about that.
If you're watching, no, my videos are not for children. I answered you once, and every time I upload a video, I got to answer it again. No, they're not for children.
Erdogan, is he blackmailing Trump over Kushner? I can never say his name. Erdogan. Thank you. Erdogan. I get it wrong in my head and then I can't think of how to say it correctly. Once I hear it wrong in my head, there's no correcting it. Erdogan.
Because mind you, so the story was that he said that the Kurds were terrorists, and Donald Trump basically agreed. And so he seems to kowtow to people he owes, like Donald Putin or whatever his name is. And so we
should call Trump now. Donald Putin.
Donald Putin, that's his son. So every time
Vladimir Trump. Trump.
See, with the Putin name, it means something. The Donald Trump name is worth about pennies right about now.
Donald Putin.
He owes him. So he speaks highly of him. I get 2 of wands. There's your overseas connection, the possibilities, the world in your hand. There's the emperor. Emperor, for me, is always foreign leaders. So there he is. Queen of Wands, so there's some supportive action. So somebody in support. There is the in tandem work with the Temperance, the Reconciliation, and the Ace of Swords. He owes him something, and crossing all that is the Queen of Cups. So yeah, he owes.
Yeah, world completion, something that got done, wrapped up. So moving forward, showing strength, and over Trump, strength with money. They're waiting on money. And they're about to bring a tower moment on Trump here. They're waiting on money from him. So blackmailing. I'm going to say it's partly over Khashoggi stuff.
I wonder if that's why he's selling his properties, because he got somebody to pay back. He has no money.
They know, they know some work was done on that, through the air communication, something that was planned. Yeah, victory with the death. So they know. I think a lot of it has to do with Kushner. That they know Kushner was communicating with the Saudis.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Haley, she was on Sunday Morning last week. I tried to watch the interview. Oh my God. The woman is like, she used to be a never Trumper, and now she's like way up his butt. I'm a never Trumper, but I'm going to stick my head so far up your butt that I'll give you a colonoscopy.
Maybe that's what he was in the hospital for.
A Nikki Haley colonoscopy. Put that on phase 2 of his physical.
Lord. Hope she washes her hands.
And her nose and her head. So I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Is she trying to be the vice president? Is that why she's like protecting him, or is she just repeating Republican talking points?
Because she went and told teacher that Rex Tillerson and John Kelly was going to make her tell on the president. And
yeah.
She was like, I ain't having that right now. So is she angling to be VP?
I'm stuck. I've got my head up his butt, but I can't get it out.
Oh.
I can't see. Please call 911. Do the motor brigade to the Walter Reed.
Oh, Lord. Nikki is the polyp. Yeah. She's bringing some chaos. Like, this is not a welcome change for some people with the Knight of Swords. But there is somebody wants her there. Like, she's causing a disruption by her very presence for some people. These are probably the never Trumpers that are probably spies and moles. And because she comes from a position of strength. So Trump wants her there. And she is the queen of water and the king of water. When I get two people of the same suit, it's always a team effort. And so there are two people standing side by side who want her there.
Supporting.
But she's causing some chaos. That's what she's bringing.
Yeah, I've got, she's communicating, for Trump at the root of things for Trump. Her challenge is all the betrayal that's coming out in the impeachment hearings here. So I think she's thought in the past about, going silent on it, but somebody is pushing her to communicate. So, she is raising up emotions, getting people riled up. She's charging in with a plan. This was planned communication. This was planned agenda. Tied to the devil.
Miss Pioneer Girl said, did she find Sean Hannity up there?
She's deflecting too, because right now the devil is the center of attention in the impeachment hearing. So she's trying to deflect a little bit from his being in the center, but this is cooperation. This is working together. So yeah, she's got her marching orders from somewhere. Hang on, I have to put another hashtag by the devil. Or the devil's only come up 3 times tonight. I'm kind of surprised. Last week it was like every spread.
He's tired.
Well, I'm sure we'll see it now. What's the future of Fox News post? What are they going to turn on Trump and then post Trump? What's going to happen?
Because I think at this point he has certain shows that are for him, but overall they're trying to move away.
Their prime time, I think, like Sean Hannity,
like Tucker Carlson talking about gypsies when he should have been talking about impeachment.
Yeah. It's actually quite funny when there's breaking news to turn on Tucker Carlson or Sean Hannity and see them, talking about some dog rescue or something. It's like crazy. Like, news. Let me talk about anything
other than this. If it was Obama, they would have had a 24-hour streamathon. They may have some news now because Obama is basically saying, don't lean too far to the left. You need to be a centrist. And
they've got some anxiety about this, but they're still standing in truth and power, because they're kind of like Trump's inside, man. They work for him. So, do a shot, guys. Because they have been working with the devil a long time. And they he's the center of their world. They're going to lose over this eventually, because they've been working together with the devil for a long time. It's that it won't turn until there's like court cases and the truth about Trump come out. So, with the impeachment, I feel like they'll foo-foo it and say it's just the Dems and everything, smoking guns and all this stuff. But I feel like when it's in a legal court of law and Trump's facing indictments and his kids are facing indictments, that's when they'll have to tell the truth about everything, about what went on in the White House.
I get disappointing news with the Page of Swords. And then crossing that is about money. So once it really hits the fan and you cannot ignore this anymore, then temperance, there's a reconciliation, there's the hardship following that. So you were sitting there working with him, you were the supportive one, and now the hardship is following. King of Cups.
Hate it for him.
And then the Moon. So once things become more clear, then you cannot get away from it. You cannot ignore it. You cannot say, oh, that's not happening, when it's on every single channel in the world except yours.
You can't keep howling at the moon.
At all.
And making illusions real. Devin Nunes. I don't even know what to read on with him.
What's his angle? What it like? You sue the cow. Okay, fine. I get that because it hurt your feelings. But Donald Trump is not helping you, period. You look like a fool more and more and more. You look like you are Jim Jordan times 2 now. Why give up everything in the world for Donald Trump? What has he given you?
What has he done for you lately? As the song goes.
I don't understand none of them, really. I mean, we can do all the readings in the world on why Barr did this and why Mnuchin does that. Donald Trump is the worst.
He's Nunes is appearing quite emotional and trying to start up new things to get people emotional. His challenge is to get people to bond with them and agree with them. In the past, he's cooperated with at the root of this Trump. He's been cooperating with Trump. Crowning the reading is all the people of money and the donors. He's being told to do this. He's about to be the hangman here in the future, though, because the evidence is strong, that the investigators and Adam Schiff are presenting, and there's a lot of illumination being shined on everything. So the government, taking gifts of money and withholding money that was supposed to be given, that's just, it's bribes. It's bribery, extortion. It's all, and it's been going on for a long time in the Republican Party. Bribery, extortion.
I get 6 of Pentacle. There's some bribery right there. From one end to another type of card. King of Cups on the top of it. There's the 8 of Cups below it and the Emperor above it. So what I think is, because there's justice and messages with the Page of Wands, Donald Trump may have told him, or someone in the administration may have told him about a position of power he could have the more loyal he is. And so I think he thinks he's getting something out of it with the 6 of Pentacles. So he's going to do his damnedest to try to keep it. And maybe he is getting a kickback from somewhere. because he
Or he
feels
wants to be the next Paul Ryan. You know, if he thinking they may take the House back, but that's wishful illusions.
yeah, very much so.
So, I had a question about who's giving direction on the talking points that like Nunes and Jordan and Sean Hannity and all these people keep repeating. It's not smart enough to write it out. And of course, they probably hide it in a secret server if he wrote it out.
And I will say this for the Republicans. I'll give them this. They are very good at saying the same thing.
Yes. But Fox News says the same thing they say. So who's giving the talking points? Somebody working together on dark money.
Somebody said Bannon. Rebecca Mercer, Miller, Bannon, Sean Hannity,
Manafort before. Wow, there's about to be a big breakup of this. It involves people overseas as well as here. So partnerships. It's like a game going on that you can't tell who's winning. What I'm getting is once the information about the money comes out, that's when the sort of truth comes out. So I'm not getting directly who is giving the talking points, but what I'm getting is a lot of them will leave and a lot of them will be put in defense mode over it as the truth about the money comes out. And it's coming from foreign involvement.
So page of wands is what I get in the middle, but crossing that is what I get page of pentacles. So we're talking about all these messages, okay? So that's where we start from. Ace of Pentacles is the opportunities. This is the money offers. And then it is crossed by the Ten of Wands. This is somebody who has a lot of work to do to make sure that everybody is on the same page. So it has to be inner circle. So Seven of Cups is confusion. The Eight of Cups is walking away. So this is also probably someone who throws people off the scent very well. I can cast this illusion with the Seven of Cups, and then people think that I am elsewhere. It might be Bannon or somebody like that. Here is the Fool and Temperance. In the middle is the Ace of Swords. This is somebody who knows, this is a very smart person. Bannon, you say what you want to about him, he is intelligent. But it's somebody in his inner circle that I believe, they want us to believe is not on his side. Now, that's why I go to Bannon, but it could be anybody. It could be a Pence for all we know. But it's somebody on his side that's not in the administration actively anymore. Or at the very least, that's what it looks like. Because there's confusion in the walking away. And so they bring messages with the 2 pages I got. They bring the messages for the Fool's benefit. So I'm not sure who it is, but they used to be in the administration. They're not anymore. And they're very intelligent. So that's all I get. I don't get any court cards, though. So I can't tell you what the person looks like.
Okay, I'm curious how this will show up in the cards. How big is the shredding pile at the shredder in the White House? How much evidence are they shredding? How big is the shredder? Because I don't think a lot of stuff goes into that secret server. I think a lot of it goes to the shredder.
Well, it could be Paul Ryan, but it's somebody intelligent. They're not in the administration anymore, is what they want us to believe. Shredder. That's one busy ass shredder. I will tell you that.
There she is, right on the bottom. Anything that's got legal consequences going to the shredder. Cheers.
Because what did they tell Nixon? Why didn't you just burn the tapes? I don't know. So they're trying to do it. They're burning the tapes. There's the lovers in the middle. So there is, how do you say? There is a person, probably the same person who writes his tweets, that makes sure that information is, there are a certain amount of people, there's a clique of people like Pence and Mnuchin and Barr or something like that. They have the info. Nobody else does. I get all these threes. So we're talking, there is 3 people that make sure that everything is cleaned up for Donald Trump. And I got the moon, so they have to make sure that mystery is kept. So it's a very big pile.
Very big pile, because I've got, I've got something for the shredder. I got to protect myself. Because I did some work on some dark money stuff, and I'm a little anxious about it. And time for a shot. My alter ego, the devil.
Yes, Mary, it is a felony. That's why the devil card popped up.
Anything to do with the devil, and here in the future, the people in the White House and the Republican Party, good news for them, because completion and people are seeking answers, but they've already shredded it. It's already gone. It's already complete. Trump causes mystery and confusion, because it's gone to the shredder. Oh yeah, they work hard at that shredding every day. Every day, it's something. This 8 of Pentacles is about doing something over and over and over again every day. Sometimes they work hard at it. They're getting bad posture from carrying all the paper to the shredder. So
we got.
How's Michael Cohen feeling? Maybe just 3 or 4 cards in jail. Is he keeping up with the impeachment hearings?
The Fool, the Hermit, and Justice. Yes. He's the hermit.
The thief.
Fucked up. There's the fool, and then there's Justice. Absolutely.
The thief, good news. It's been going on a long time. Yeah, tower moment. You're done. So, all right. Stephen Miller got in trouble for the white supremacy stuff he was doing from the White House, and they've asked for his resignation. I don't think he'll resign, but let's see what the cards say. He's got a fiance to support now. I can't believe anybody would even entertain going on a date with him, much less marrying him, having to look at him every day. Just threw up in my mouth again a little.
That's awful. I can't. She's got, like I said in the live stream yesterday, she has got to have cataracts too. Thank you, Holly.
She had to be born blind or something.
Will Sondland be charged with lying to Congress? They have their way? Probably not. I'm gonna do the whole spread on here.
He's got too much money, or too much involvement in the family business and stuff. I think Miller's going to keep working there. Here, people have asked for his resignation over his treachery and stuff, but I've got, the Republicans, he's going to keep working, and the happy family, he's going to keep working for him. I'm not he's getting forced out.
Well, my first card is their best friend. There's the devil.
Oh.
And judgment. So his actions and judgments are crossed by the star. So what he did and what he said, and these 900 emails of vitriol, they're looked at as bad to us, not to them. Since he fits in over there, he's got the ear of the president. He stands right beside him like a scarecrow. So this is something they expected him to do. They're not surprised. We're surprised, sort of, not. But the Empress and the Seven of Wands. So his new garbage is being defended. Yeah, this is probably going to be an old story. It's probably an old story already because so much happens. There's the King of Wands. This is Miller, and there's the Hierophant. So he's still in his job. His fear is the Ace of Wands. So there's the new action, the new authority. The Tower is what he hopes for. So he wants an ending to this. Five of Cups. So there will be there's some regret in the environment now, but that's just one of those things that you're not sorry. You're sorry you got caught. Because behind it is the Five of Coins. So all his business came out. This is a bit of a horrible thing for him. So there's the hardship sort of being singled out, picked out to be picked on. Thank you, Lisa. The Ten of Wands, there's his word of warning. This could compound if your spin machine does not take this away. The Three of Swords, that's in your solace, so this will go away. King of Cups and the Hermit. I think he stays put. I think there may be some talk about reinvestigating that. He's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
We'd love to be wrong about that, though. Just so you know.
I have another question similar to the Shredder one. Trump is known for, before he became president, that he used to write out little notes and on little pieces of paper, and he would eat them. He would literally eat the little notes. So I want to know, is he still eating his notes? And if so, is he having some colon issues? Nikki Haley will get that out for you if you need.
Don't eat trees, Donald.
Donald, are you still consuming your notes? Got to look at something funny every now and then in all this mess.
Yeah. Six of Swords. It's moving.
Oh my.
Oh,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Somebody's gonna hunt for it. That would be Nikki Haley. Oh my God, I can't even see now. You need some water to go with that?
Oh,
I can't even talk now.
This helps. Apparently, I got to take this off.
Any distraction you need. So sometimes, the way the cards put things, just the sense of humor that comes through cracks me up. But that has to be an all-time high. What was that?
Never asked about
towards the end. I got it's the stuff he's got legal issues on, that affect the security, the thief, anything that he's stolen, anything to do with his money, his steady money, where it comes from. And yeah, you need some water with that. And here, somebody else with that.
Lord.
Yeah, the fool has a strong constitution.
Here's his water. He's got plenty of it.
He's gonna need it.
Lord have mercy. I'm looking around the room like I don't know where I am anymore. What is this on here? Oh, Jesus. Oh, wait a minute. I got a super chat. Lord, thank you, Cynthia. And I think it was Dark One Cheney.
Yeah, Dark One was a little bit ago.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Oh, my God. Lourdes, you're going to have to, or who was it that just got here? You're going to have to scroll back a ways because you've been laughing for about 5 minutes now.
I got one. I'm going to pull 3 cards to see. Will Sondland get charged? I got a super chat question.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Will he get charged? Oh my God.
Yeah, the McConnell 5 of Pentacles in the Gothic deck in that reading, that was a good laugh from Johnie. My other favorite was when he said, well, what's the Mueller report mean for Trump? And he pulls out the devil, and it was like a new deck. It was all dark. And he completely lost it. And I rewatched that probably at least 2 or 3 times a month. That's, all the way back in April when the Mueller report was coming out.
Goodness. Yes, he will be charged. If he decides to go in there and lie, then yes, this is my under arrest card. So there's the information he's doling out, and then there's the courts he's lying to. So yes.
So, John Jr.'s book, Triggered. He's scamming the New York Times bestseller list, right? So he's people are buying it in bulk. So it's coming from either a super PAC, someone's buying it in bulk. So it's on the bestseller list, number 1, but it has a dagger by it, meaning someone's buying it in bulk. And by the way, if you watch, I think it's David Pakman's video on it, a lot of the Republican books are done that way. They're bought in bulk and then they just disappear. Nobody's going in bookstores and buying their books. But for the rest of his life, he gets to say, I'm a New York Times bestseller.
Yeah. That lady, Ann Coulter, there's a lot of her books do that.
Yeah.
They sell in very gigantic numbers, and then you don't hear about it anymore. So,
right. So who's buying them? Is it Daddy? Is it a super PAC? A collective? Is it, because now he's already got a deal for 2 more books, which, good luck writing those in prison. Of course, he had it. Ganga did it. If you all didn't see it, I got Ganga to read on his book. Did he write it, and will it do well? And did he write it? It looks like he had a ghostwriter, of course. He couldn't put 2 sentences together, that kid.
Yeah, they said Putin was buying in bulk. There's a invested interest in his tales. And so probably, see, here's why I don't think Donald Trump bought it. Because Donald Trump, the one thing their charity did that has been shut down is Eric Trump they did a charity banquet or a charity golf tournament at Trump's golf club. The money was going to the Children's Hospital. I don't know if it ever made it there, but that's what it was for. And Trump called this place and said, "Hey, what's going on?" And they was like, "Oh, Eric is doing a charity thing for the hospital." And Donald said, "Okay, well, how much did you charge him?" And they was like, "Well, we didn't charge him anything. First of all, that's your son. Second of all, this is for your charity." He says, "No, everybody pays." And so Eric Trump had to pay to use Donald Trump's golf course for charity. So I don't think he paid, but we'll see what the cards say. Somebody did.
Yeah, I've got there's a collaboration on this. Who bought it? Because it wasn't doing that well. He wasn't selling that many of them. So to make it look stronger, and to be able to obscure the truth about it.
Get the moon too.
That there was a collaboration. Now I've got on the bottom, the next one will be written from jail. And on that note, I have to get up because I just knocked a card off my table.
Oh God, I got the Eight of Swords on the bottom too. Story from self-knowledge.
My life with the fathers, the devil in tarot, and the fool. That'd be a great title of a book. The Devil and the Fool. Donald Trump's years in the White House.
I have a deck. It's by Cyril Marchetti. And the Devil card has the Fool in a cage.
I got you, my pretty, and your little dog too.
I get the Hangman. So Hangman and the Seven of Cups. So this is definitely an internal thing, because there is your perspective, and then there is your blowing smoke. But it's the Moon card tells me. Yes, I did change my glasses. The other one's peach. The Moon card and this card tells me that it's an in-house thing. So it might have been one of the Trumps. So it might have been Ivanka, might have been Eric, might have been somebody, but it's something tight-knit. This is something close to the vest, something in-house. So either his wife did or girlfriend or whatever her name is. Somebody he knows bought his book. It was not a whole bunch of people.
Did you see the video of her having a hissy fit? I mean, just yelling at an audience at one of the book events where he was answering questions. Kimberly Guilfoyle or whatever her name is, had a complete meltdown on stage, and Don Jr.'s just sitting in a chair behind her, like, yeah.
Selling books is a good way to launder money.
So my last question I've got, we'll open up to if anybody watching this has any. Barr just did a speech at the Federalist Society the other day and was talking about the scorched earth war. And he's used that term many times in talking about the Democrats trying to take power away from the president. He believes in executive power. The scorched earth war. What? What? I don't know how to ask the question. Does he truly believe that the president should have the power like a king? I mean, this goes back to Alexander Hamilton time. He thought presidents should be able to stay until they died, and it was too much like a monarchy. And Alexander Hamilton actually had a Federalist Society back in the 1700s.
See, and this is what it was a Republican that said this too. I think it was one of them ones on the Morning Joe show, that they need to be careful the things they do right now, because when a Democrat gets in office, they don't want them doing the same exact things.
Jermaine Holmes just commented, "The Omen has nothing on me" by Don Jr. It'd be a great book.
Does he believe that? He's blowing smoke. I get justice in the middle. This is balance and fairness. Something legal. This is the Ace of Coins, opportunity and bickering. So this is basically, he wants the president to be able to do more things unilaterally. Just him go out and do this, even if it's war or something like that. But the rest of this crap is just garbage. I get the magician and the high priestess. And all this is by the three of pentacles. So yeah, no.
Yeah,
ulterior motive.
Yeah, it's like security things, but there's another hidden agenda here. His challenge is he's just trying to get Trump to hang on. Yeah, so he's charging in irrationally with anything he can say, so to keep Trump there. But the inevitable is happening. Trump's going to get separated from the White House. They will succeed in getting the liar out. That's been burdening us. Everything's about to change, so it's another deflection just to try to hang on to Trump's seat.
Well, we've been going for 2 hours. We was on the list, so we'll end with him. Alan Weisselberg. Will he talk? That was what was on the list.
Yeah, VP Yeezy is a troll if you want to block him from your channel.
Oh, Lord.
VP Yeezy.
Noel's got it. We got a moderator now.
Oh, yeah, good. Thank you, troll, for coming in and helping our viewership.
Yes, thank you very much. Likes and clicks, that's what the world runs on now. Thank you.
By the way, have you noticed when you do a StreamYard, it doesn't monetize automatically, so you have to go in and switch it once we get out of our videos.
They like us. They just want to be with us, y'all.
Thank you, guys.
They just want to be here. Because they ain't got nobody in their house they can talk to, so they have to come talk to us. It's like, look at all these people that are having all their fun.
Yeah, I can't imagine being so bored that if I was a Trump supporter or a Russian bot, I'm being so bored that I would go watch a couple of tarot readers with 1,000 people watching, talking about the Trump administration.
And see, here's the thing: the YouTube analytics are only going to show you stuff that you have watched previously, something that's just sort of in your history. So this person watches either tarot readers, psychics, or horoscopes somewhere on YouTube, and at the bottom of the page in the live section, they'll see our video, and they'll click on it, and they want to come in and see what's going on. Just say hi. You remember I said this before. All you need to do is say hi.
Marilyn, troll thought it was an open bar. I guess we've been doing too many shots. Well, tonight's tally. We only
Niagara for you.
Yeah, we only had the Queen of Swords show up 4 times tonight, which I think is amazingly low for us when we're doing readings. The Devil showed up 5 times. So for those that are behind in shots, you should have 9 empty glasses there.
Well, I'm glad you had fun, Jade. I'm glad y'all came out. Island. What's his name? Alan. I can't talk. Alan Weisselberg. I swear this is water. I swear it is.
Weisenberg and David Pecker. Yeah, that owned the National Enquirer. Weisselberg's the one that was
He
Trump
had temporary immunity or limited immunity or something like that.
yeah. David Pecker. Let me see if he's getting in any hot water. Probably with a stripper or porn star, but you know.
Oh, what magazine does he have?
National Enquirer.
Okay, he was the one I read on yesterday. Me and Tallulah. He is trying to get, or his magazine, or trash rag, or whatever you want to call it. He's trying to get R. Kelly's story into a documentary. So he is trying to funnel money into someone who is in prison or jail, where he is.
He's got a loss right now. His challenge is he's burdened. I don't think he's doing too well. He's like poverty stricken. It'd be nice if the National Enquirer folded. He's trying to move forward, but I feel like his business might come to an end. Somebody might give him some money to help. Somebody might collaborate with him, so that R. Kelly might collaborate with them, give some money. Somebody, yeah, he's facing a tower moment. He needs money. It's David Pecker. He needs money, and he needs steady money. He needs a good sizable amount.
Hmm.
Thank Miss Swan again for helping me with all these questions. You know, week after week to do this, we have to come up with, excuse me, quite a few new questions. Some will repeat probably as the weeks go by through impeachment, but you know, little check-ins on Rudy and that kind of stuff. But you know,
what was the question on Weisselberg? Because I just seen his name, but I didn't see the question. What was his question?
About who?
Weisselberg. Like they had a question in the comments about Weisselberg. It's going to be the next Creflo Dollar. Yeah, he probably is.
Weasel. I always call it Weaselberg, like it's Weasel. Weaselberg. Well, he's got that, you know, immunity, partial immunity. So is he spilling the beans or is he sharing everything with Trump? What's going on with him?
What is he up to?
He's stuck. Like being in prison.
Well, Gongi, you have to do the next one with us next time. Because we can put you in there. We can put, like I said, the last thing I seen, there was 6 people on the StreamYard thing.
Yeah, Ganga, we were thinking about asking you for tonight, but I thought you were on the road. I wasn't sure where you were because I kept seeing you in Georgia and different places on your road trip. We were trying to give you time to get settled somewhere.
She posted a video just a few minutes ago and she was in Georgia. Because it gave me the notification. My notifications don't work, but everybody's notification to me works. I don't understand. Island Weiss Island. Why am I going to keep calling him Island? I can't talk.
Alan. He
Alan
wants to be on an island.
What is he up to? Well, let's see.
Yeah, he's trying to get away. That's probably why you're saying island. He's trying to get away. He's got losses too and regrets, dirty tricks that he's done with Trump. He's just kind of hanging on. He's clinging. He's got secrets on Trump that he is cooperating with. So, but there's some other things that he's not shedding light on. Gifts of money, he's not shedding light on where some of the money came from. And he knows where it came from. He knows it was dark money. I don't think that he's in any legal jeopardy or anything right now, though.
Not with his partial immunity. I got 4 wands. In the Spirit of Pentacles, that's the Queen, I believe, over here. So there is money, Ace of Swords, and the Chariot. So he knows where it has come from, what the deliverance is. 3 of Pentacles, there is the dark money. 6 of Wands, the person in the middle, Donald Trump, who his mob connection, there is a horse's head in there. So
little Godfather reference if you haven't seen The Godfather.
Not just a horse's head, but right next to that is the dirty rat with all the swords in it. So, I mean, that's what's going on in the environment. So there is a loss for him. I don't know what he's losing, but oh no, that's what the hell is this? That's the King of Pentacles. So there's a money man, because the Heart of Wands is the Queen. So he's doing the supportive actions because he was the accountant. That is the reason he's not up to much. There's not a whole lot that I see in here. He's basically just doing him right now. But he is still on the hook because of the supportive action. He was the accountant to the money man. And judgment is in his sphere, as it should be.
Part of why I feel like nothing's going on with them is because they don't have the tax records yet in New York. And when they get those, they're going to have questions for the accountant. You know, okay, what's this fraud on this tax return?
Because the closest thing to the investigation is not in the outcome. So he's sort of in limbo right now.
Good night, Ganga.
Yeah, and I get 5 of Cups on the bottom. So yeah. Good night, Ganga. You be safe out there. All right. How long we been going?
Over 2 hours and 22 minutes.
Right.
Actually, we were four minutes late to our live stream because we were getting it.
We call that color people time.
I get there when I get there.
I'm on the way, but that means I'm down the street. Round the corner. Okay, well, that's all I got. Y'all, thank you very much again for coming out to see us. All 1,047 that are still left in here. Thank you very, very, very,
That's
very
an
much.
amazing Sunday night turnout.
We will be on Jim Lynn's channel on Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time ish. And we'll see if we can't get Ganga on there as well. And in the future, maybe whoever. But yes.
Okay, somebody just said this is the longest stream they've ever seen, live stream they've ever seen. No, Johnny did a 7-hour live stream. When was that? In December or January?
Yeah, back in the day. And then House of Lenormand did a 4-hour one.
Just last weekend. Yeah, we've got to get you and Yoda to come on with us one week.
Yes, we do. Now that one would be a long live stream.
Luna and Tallulah, all these guys. I know Tallulah's schedule's a little bit hard with her child and everything, her children, but we'll have to get all these guys to come on.
See y'all.
Jenn Lynn Tarot next week.
Yes. See y'all. Good night.
Thanks, everybody.
And